we're gonna try this one more again. 2024 gun collection, January 6th. I've done this shit like 20 times, but he's not supposed to cuss in the first. I ain't getting paid for this anyways. But anyways, this is my umpteenth time trying to do this video. 2024 gun collection. I don't even know if you should do it like this. Are you supposed to do it at the end of the year and show all your guns you bought throughout the year, or start fresh from the beginning of the year and show all your guns that you got the year before, but it don't really count because you bought those guns in 2023 and not in 2024. But whatever, I'm doing it again for the 100th times. I got to make this shit shorter than 20 minutes, or at least 20 minutes. Well, that's the goal, but it's hard to do that. Gun number one, Glock 29, 10 millimeter, my everyday carry, my EDC. This is who I carry. I like her, I love her, but it's time to grow up. This gun should not be in the 2025 gun collection, hopefully, so I can upgrade her, get a full-size 10 mil. I'm looking at that FN, baby. Just touched it today, actually. Went to the gun show today and played with the little 10 milli FN. But this is my concealed carry. Obviously, you see all the work done. I didn't do it. I bought it used. The extra strap for that, so you'll get that pinch, which that 10 milli gonna pinch. Drop in or whatever, modified trigger or whatever, not auto, but so you can hear that reset, and that's probably why I like this better than my actual gun I was carrying concealed before this. It's 10 millimeter. That might be much for y'all. Yeah, I say, why you out there with that? You ain't killing bears. I like it. I shoot better with it now because I've been practicing with it more. I've been shooting it more, so that's why I've gotten better with it. It's not snappy and all this other stuff. I will say though, if you have a 10 mil, as much as it is expensive to shoot, you gotta practice with your self-defense ammo, because that range ammo and the self-defense ammo hit different. That's all I'm gonna say. But I like where the gun is just, obviously I have actual size of man's hands, and you see all that, and I mean this is a 20 rounder, but yeah, that's how that looks with 20 rounds of 10 milli. But I carry with the high faceplate so that it doesn't give you more bullets. It just gives you the ability for me to grip it from my hands, and that's the only issue I have with the gun. It's just too small for my hands, although I like it. But yeah, I do have a 15 rounder as my backup mag of 10 millis, and that is perfect. If the gun came out a little bit like this, it'd been fine out of the box. But again, I like the gun. I shoot it more than I shoot the gun I'm gonna show you next. But it's my 10 millimeter Glock 29, the bear stopper. Next gun is my first pistol I bought. You already know who it is. Glock 19X, 17 bottom, 19 top. I liked her. Had nothing bad to say about her until recently, when I went to the gun range and I shot a 1911, and I felt that trigger, and now I'm all confused and discombobulated. And yeah, I don't know. Glock, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I mean, I like this gun, so I picked it when I first got it. But the more I shoot more guns and try different things, I'm sure these things are gonna change. But this trigger is ass. Just say all I have to say that. Compared to what I shot with that 1911, this trigger is not that great. It does what it's supposed to do, and again, this trigger is a little modified, so it's fine. But you don't want to go around doing that to your Glocks all willy-nilly. I don't want to have to do that to my Glock. I want my trigger supposed to be in the gun, the gun I'm gonna use to save my life. But this is my 19X. Yeah, but it's time to venture out there and go see other people. Glock, hopefully, my next gun won't be a Glock this year, 2024. I was tempted. I was at the gun store. She had some nice ported extra barrels and straps, and everything was on it, and the crazy ass expensive ass red dot. She wanted like $1,300 for it, but if I'm gonna spend $1,300 on that, I might as well go and get something that come like that without adding all that shit to it. You know what I mean? But this is gun number 2, the Glock 19X. She's been good to me, but like I'm saying, I think I'm chilling on Glocks. My next one won't be a Glock. It will be something else. Hopefully, it'll be a 1911, maybe a 5.7, maybe that 10 milli full size. I'm not gonna get another 10 mil without getting rid of one though. So it depends on what happens first. But yeah, there you have it. When someone kicks in your door with the 4.4, you come out with the Shotty. It's simple. Not much to be said here. Churchill, a car. This is a Turkish-made shotgun again. They've been doing good in that market lately, so that's what we went with. Little cheesy flashlight on there, and that's it. Saddle strap with the black ace slugs, and we shot her. We made sure she ran, functioned good, and all that. And this is her. She is loaded. She will stay that way. That's why we're not doing too much with the trigger and anything messing around that area, even though it's on safety. I'll always point in the safe direction. But yeah, this is my home defense Shotty. I do plan on future getting a semi-automatic Turkish shotgun, and because you know they've been ugly clones basically, and I do want a mag-fed shotgun eventually, but I don't know, or maybe a bullpup shotgun. I've seen that there's a smaller version of the Keltec that holds 10 and 5 and 2 chambers instead of 7 and 7. They have a smaller one than that, and it's more compact, but it's ugly because the barrel kind of protrudes out a little bit. A lot of places don't have that yet, but I might look into that one too. I went to the gun show, and I'm just saying it's not worth it for me. I know we gotta support the mom and pop shots and the FUDs and all that, but their markups are just not realistic. Every Keltec shotgun in there was like $800-900, and they're $500 on PSA. Now PSA won't deliver here, but I'm sure you can go to your FFL and order. They'll find it from somewhere and can get it for you a little bit cheaper than that crazy markup that everybody's selling it for. Everybody in New York is selling the same price for the same guns, and they're not that expensive. A bullpup shotgun, the Keltec, the KSG, the KS7. The KSG is like $350 maybe max. KF7, KSG is maybe 7-6 something max. But up here they're selling it for $900. It's not worth it. I'm not buying that. I'll order it and pay you the $25 to transfer to your store. If you hate when they be like, oh, I can get you that gun here. I'm like, yeah, you can get it for me there, and I can get it for you there too. I can order from the same place you ordered from and not get that crazy markup you're gonna give me. You'll get you $25 for the transfer, and that's it. But my first AR is this. It is a Delton. She's been neglected. I don't shoot her that much no more. These are some sights that 704 Tactical recommended, and I like them. This is a shake and wake. These got the fiber in it, the red and the green in the inside the optic hole. I like these. The riser is risering because something happened. I did something stupid with the other one, and I had to, jimmy rig it to get this off. I don't like this rail. I hate the whole short rail thing. I'm 6'4". My arm length is probably over 7 feet. I need the full rail and stop doing that pause with the hand motion or whatever. But I liked her when I got her. She's my 5.56 mag full stock fat boy hand grip on all my guns. There's some type of fat grip, either Magpul or some other company. Usually, only this and another gun has this direct model. This is a more plasticky one. The other one is full polymer, hard plastic. This is probably the cheapest you should go with a gun as far as company-wise. It's like right there with the M&P Sport 2 or whatever, or whatever it's called. But you know what I mean. I personally, my opinion, key mod is dead. This shit, once you start messing this up, because there was a Magpul grip here, and once you bend it being rough and all that, it's hard to get that back normal. So this rail will come off. Obviously, there's a full suppressor on here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Either if I can just change, I can just change that. But look at the prices. It's probably better to just get a whole upper than just change this, because these are not cheap either. So if I could find a 14.5 Pendle Well upper, I might do that. 5.56, because again, I don't want any more 5.56 guns, but I might do that. She's always clear because she don't get used. She's dusty and she needs a bath. But yeah, Magpul stock, regular Amazon sling, and you saw the flip ups, and that Akuzi, I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. It is it's a shake and wake. The light is on, even though it's been chilling. My next 5.56 my only 20-inch barrel gun. You should have one of those. Get you one of these. Stop with the little AR pistols of every black YouTuber. Got like 20 AR pistols and no full-size guns and no over 16-inch guns. Pause. But yeah, this is a clone of what I shoot at work. Obviously, you know what this is. Give you Vietnam vibes. I want her to stay plain Jane as possible. I bought this because we shoot this at work, and to qualify for a tower job, you gotta be able to shoot from 100 yards, 35 yards standing, 100 yards sitting, 10 shots. Gotta get at least, I think, 80 or 70, something like that. I don't know. My facility currently doesn't have ability for me to go shoot without doing a bunch of paperwork and writing to people, so I don't have that to do. But maybe my next one will. So I have this to practice to shoot that. And the problem is, though, I have an issue with it not want to work. Bear Creek Arsenal upper, Anderson lower. I didn't even put the lower together. I had the FFL do it when I actually bought it from him, and it gotta not be the upper, because I will say I have another gun that I'll show you later. I put that lower on this upper and I had no problems, but for whatever reason this is having issues. Bear Creek feeding the 5.56. The 2.23 was a little bit better, but the 5.56 green tips, which I wasn't supposed to be shooting at range anyways, they were having issues feeding. And I don't know if it's a break-in thing. I can't be a gas thing, because again, I changed the lower on a different gun and put this upper on it, and it shot flawlessly. So I don't want to do too much to this though. I don't want to modify. I don't want to have to put a better trigger in. I'm keeping this little stupid grip that I don't like because it's too small for my hands. I want to keep it as close to what we shoot at work as possible, just so I can get some type of a practice using this gun. Obviously, you have to use iron sights. You got to qualify with irons before you can go to the optic anyways. But yes, and one thing, Bear Creek, a problem with you, Bear Creek, and the same thing with you, Aero Precision, a little bit. I bought this gun for this past summer in 2023, and I bought the upper. I already had the lower, and I had to buy the kit separate because I had a different stock on here, different setup of stock. Bear Creek Arsenal wouldn't honor the difference in price, because they basically, every time you order something from Aero Precision, Bear Creek, it goes on sale within the next few days. Like 4 days after I bought this upper dropped like $150, $160 in price. So I go, oh, Bear Creek, yo, you dropped the price on that. Could you honor that? And they're all like, yo, you gotta send me a picture of the ad and blah 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 and all this other nonsense. I'm like I really could send this back still within my 7 days to get a full refund and buy it again at a cheaper price. I'm impatient and I don't like shipping and all that and working away from home and stuff like that sometimes. I didn't want to deal with all that, so I was hoping they would honor it, and they didn't, which I thought was a dick move, especially because I was going to buy another upper from them anyways. I was going to use that $150 difference in price to buy another upper. They didn't even have to give me the cash back. They could just give me credit in the store. But I thought that was a dick move, Bear Creek, and it made me not want to buy nothing else from you again, which I probably won't, even though I did buy one upper after, because I got frustrated in that build. But this is the clone M16. I'm talking too much. This video is going to be more than 20 minutes. But yeah, she looks good. Again, she works with a different lower flawlessly with no issues, but I gotta still figure out what's making this thing. Maybe if I have to get a stronger trigger string, which I shouldn't have to do that, I'll do that, but I gotta find out what's wrong with her, because I don't really be messing with her because it was having the misfeed issues. Which you would think one of the guns I built should have that problem like this is having. Shouldn't. I probably should have went with the Aero Precision version, a little bit better quality probably. And it was around the same price as when this was, but yeah, that's my 5.56 bootleg clone of a Colt. Next gun, which I could talk about all day and need to do a whole video just about it, is my my 7.62 AR. She is beautiful. She is a work of art. I put a lot of time and energy into this, more than I probably should have. More work, more money probably than I could have too. And this is a 1-6-24. Also, I'm actually gonna check that, make sure this is for 308. I mean for 30 caliber gun. Yeah, this Victor Optics Magpul. Stock. I got the enhanced, quote unquote enhanced buffer tube system from Aero Precision. I went with the Magpul XL grip, which I put on most of my guns now. It's a Bear Creek upper and Anderson lower. Kind of got played with this lower. I bought it from a local FFL. It was more than what I should have paid for it, which I'll show you in a different video, a different gun. What I paid less for a 308 lower than I did for this multi-caliber 5.56 7.62 lower, 300 Blackout, whatever you want to put in here. But this gun maybe costs around $7-8 to build total before the optic. Regular, typical Amazon sling, a mag 12 foregrip. Now, here's the problem with these. I know people get discouraged with these. People hate and saying you shouldn't build 7.62 ARs. It's not meant to be. All that, yeah, it kicks like a mule, but I don't know why. But I was enamored with the idea of building one. You got a pressure pad, got a flashlight on there. All the parts up here are stuff that was recommended by 704 Tactical. Go check his channel out. Pretty much the optics, the flip up sights. Maybe not the flip up sights. These are UTG. I've been messing with them for a while for my first build. But everything else he recommended as far as the scope and the light, and I didn't even get to use this coupon or something like that. But I bought this from a local FFL. I paid like $200 for this lower. Don't ever pay $200 for a Air Precision lower. Look around, wait, find it on a different website, but you'll find it for $100. These were like $70, $80 during the summer, and I paid over almost $200 for this. That was an L. That was money wasted that could have went into me maybe getting a better upper, or taking my time to get a better upper from a different company, which is what I wanted. Was a 14.5 pin to weld 7.62 upper. But to get this thing to work right, and you got the ambidextrous charging handle too. Obviously they recommend that you use the Duramags, the ASL or whatever it's called, ASC. These mags, these are 30 rounders, 8SC. I got it right. These work fine with these guns, and then the 28 round Duramags work fine. I had no feeding issues. I had no issues with this gun. I haven't shot 500 rounds to it yet, close to that I think. But I know some people out of the box have issues. I've seen people who got dedicated AK channels who said they can never build a 7.62 AR to work perfectly fine. I did it out of the box, took my time. Now I did go with a heavy ass buffer tube weight. I went overkill. I did everything they said you're supposed to do so that the gun doesn't have issues. I overdid it. So I did the heavy buffer tube. I did an enhanced buffer tube. I did the heavy buffer tube weight. I did the heavier spring. Obviously you got to have the proper bolt carrier group, extractor, and the extended, or whatever they call it, the pin that goes in the bolt carrier. Those are things that they tell you to get in order for this gun not to have malfunctions. Now they claim over time, when you shoot it after a while, you're still gonna probably have to end up changing your bolt carrier group before you would other guns, and you'll probably have to change your extractor. So if you do build a 7.62 just for backup, have extra of those. But I had no issues with shooting this gun. If I would have taken my time and did it like I did this time back in like years ago when I built a different gun, because I gave up on trying to do this, that's probably the reason why I did it, because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like I was close to not even wanting to do this, even though I had all the parts in mind and what I wanted to do. I was gonna make this like a 5.56, a 5.7 AR. I was gonna do that silliness, but I stopped and said, nope, I want a 7.62 AR, and I shoot this baby a lot. I haven't shot this since my other 7.62 gun. Since I got this, I've been rocking with this, trying to learn how to shoot it, because definitely, again, it's different. It's a 30 caliber gun shooting a round that is meant for the AK or SKS. It's not really meant for this, so you got to get used to learn how to do it. It kicks like a mule. I let one of my boys use it who's in the military, and he definitely felt the difference using this gun than using what they shoot in the military. But 45 degree angle sights, obviously that. But yeah, this gun with everything. Again, I overpaid for this lower. That's the only thing I overpaid for. And the kit. I was so hung up on the FDE, 50 Shades of FDE, and I bought like the kit for the ambidextrous safety, which will be on all the guns I build. I just can't not have that. Being able to flick back and forth with one hand is just, it's him. Pause. The mag release, the takedown pins, and the safety, that was $100 by itself. But that was stupid. Lesson learned. Because I wanted an FDE and I wanted it to be like done legitly, but I could have just bought it myself and painted it and did that. Oh yeah, and it came with the extended mag release too. But yeah, this gun is my babe. I would love to take her and some shit popped off, shit the fan, but you know, it's that debate. You're not gonna run. You're gonna run out of ammo because 7.62 NATO is not NATO in America. Whatever. I would like to get efficient with this gun and go with this gun to be able to bring this, but I wouldn't bring this. This wouldn't be my first choice. Yeah. Next on the list is that 300 Blackout and a Palmetto State Armory lower. This it's funny how the lowers, because I built these guns, so the lowers are like usually whenever the governors or they start talking stupid about the gun laws in New York, which I'm exempt for. I ain't got to deal with none of that BS no more. I'm not a peasant anymore, but I usually get a lower because they start talking recklessly. Oh, we about to change this, about to change that, and that was one of those. So it wasn't a panic buy, but it was one of those out of spite to that. But I definitely paid like $70 for this lower when PSA was selling them on their website for like $30 that summer. But Bear Creek Arsenal Upper, I've given them business and they did me dirty. Yes, but I bought this years ago. I painted this because after buying that 7.62 AR and going FDE get crazy, I'm like, let me see if I can paint a gun and see how good it looks and how it comes out, whatever. I'm not done. I'm going to do the camo thing to it. Hopefully this gun is an honorable mention. It won't be mentioned again next year because someone does want to buy it. So hopefully I can get rid of this and get something else that I want. I just don't need another 30 caliber gun. I would like to replace this with an AR pistol 300 Blackout. Yes, that is the goal, is to replace this with that. Hopefully this doesn't come back. Now how I separate these are, you see a 300 Blackout on the band right there, but I use all my hex 10 round mags because you know I used to have to follow those rules. All these are 10 round mags, not just for YouTube purposes. This really is a 10 round 30 round case, but it's a 10 round mag. All my 300 Blackouts go in those, just so there's no confusions, no messing up, that all of these have that in them. But mag full stock, fat boy grip, which I might take off before I sell it because you don't need that grip. He ain't got hands like this. Cheap optic from Amazon, but yeah, this gun was maybe $6 to build in total, not a lot. 250 upper, almost 100 lower, another 100 part. Yeah, maybe 550 with everything, maybe $6 to build this gun. This is not. Oh yeah, this is not Magpul. This is actually one of the Amazon stocks. Whenever they decide to not be anti-gun and let you have stuff like that on their website. But yeah, I hopefully will get rid of her next year. She won't be on the channel in the next iteration. I should finish painting it for him. I wanted to do a camouflage thingy, and I bought the actual cover thing to do the camouflage. Is that it? Last but not least, and I'm coming directly in 20 minutes. Pause. And conveniently, me doing this 100 times, yeah, I guess it's good because everything came in. So I did this video 4 times without this. This just came today after I went to the gun show. I come home and it was here. But this is my 308 beauty I've built. As you can see, that all aero precision, all everything, except for the only thing I didn't get from there because I wanted, I got an enhanced AR-10 system with the spring, the weight, and the buffer tube. But other than that, everything else aero precision. Even the mount, which sometimes you gotta look around because this same mount is on aero precision websites for like $100, and I got it on Amazon for $59. So look around. That was the point I wanted to tell you too. Is like, look for deals. Don't just buy everything from one website. This is a Bravo stock, classical stock, obviously. Obviously, again with the Magpul grip, Fat Boy. This is the first one I have that is black. This is the primary arms optic. It's the 1-6. It's the new bad boy with the daytime brightness is better. I got this for a good deal on primary arms with my Leo discount. Flashlight that has a light, and it has one of those things, as you can see. This was inspired by one of those YouTube dudes from New Jersey, one of those Jersey YouTubers. He has one that's pretty beautiful. He spent a little bit more than I did, but this upper was $400. It was a blemished upper. I paid $100 for this 308 lower, so I paid more for the 308 lower, which they cost more than the regular M4, they call it, lowers, because I shopped around. Aero Precision had a deal where if you buy the upper, you get the lower free, but it had to be one of the color uppers that were $700, and then you get the free one. Like, nah, I want this $400 upper without the bolt carrier and without the charger handle. So you add that, the other gun. I'm assuming those $700 ones come with that. I don't know, but I bought this from Aero Precision. I bought the lower from, I think maybe either AR15.com or something else, but even Classic Firearms had this same lower for $100. So you can shop around and look when you're building guns. I build because in New York, it makes more sense. You gotta have an endorsement for rifle now to get rifles, and that's confusing. Now you need a background check for ammo. I got lucky today and got ammo. I got 200 rounds of 7.62 NATO for $200. Plus I had to pay for the background check, which was $2, and they charged me 4% because I used the card. But yeah, this is my baby. I actually shot her for the first time a few days ago. I went to the range for the first day of the year on the 3rd. It's a 6 now, and I didn't have this optic, so I had to shoot it with the iron flip up sights. Iron sights I had to shoot with. I didn't think about doing this with this on it, so that's gonna take some recalibrating. But yeah, this is her. I'm over the FDE. She's pretty. I like this color. I'm with the coyote and the tans and this and that, and mixing it up a little bit. I wanted a black upper this time. I didn't know if I was gonna go with 18 or 16, but I said I'll go with 16. If I do want a larger barrel, that'll be for my actual rifle, which hopefully I get this year. That's the gun I'm looking forward to getting. But we'll keep it at 30 minutes. That should be it though. This is my favorite looking gun. Oh, I'm not done yet. My bad. I did that before. I forgot about crypto, baby. Just in time. And this is my crypto. I call her crypto baby because I bought her during the pandemic, and I overpaid for her. Obviously, this is like a $600 AK. This is a Orser 10. Modifications I did, I put the Magpul foregrip on here. Obviously, the big fat hand grip on here on all my rifles. There's a Bushnell optic. I don't know who, nothing fancy, did a review on this on the AK specifically. That's why I got that. This is another UTG product. I don't like it. It's too tight, too arduous to get off and on if the shit hits the fan situation. So I'm gonna probably switch that out. Upgrades I would like to make. I would like to get a better trigger eventually, but for now that's not a focal point. But I definitely want to get a better safety selector, something a little bit smoother. It has a flashlight on it. Obviously, I was a peon when I built this. It was a New York legal gun, so they had to do all this stuff. So there'll never be no pretty flash hires or anything on here because of that reason. It is what it is. I have to probably get another AK, which I probably wouldn't. I would get the VC58. I'm really interested in getting that gun. But that is my collection under 30 minutes. A future buy would be a foldable stock upgrade for this. I do want that. But yeah. She's empty. Again, I have not been shooting her since I got the 7.62 AR. She's been in the back being a safe warrior because that 7.62 is taking some getting used to using AR. But yeah, good. But she hit the fan situation. I'm leaving out. I want to grab this. It's probably the most reliable gun I think I will have. It's the most expensive, even though it shouldn't be. It was almost close to $1,000. I think I had a Stevenson 720 pump that I got rid of because I bought it from Walmart and it wasn't the tactical version, and they gave me like $80 for it, so it knocked the tax off of it. But this gun was close to it would have been $1,000 if I had not knocked that off. But it was crypto money, so I don't care. I didn't take a loss at that point in time with crypto, with that Ethereum. But that is my setup. Finally, I am done. There's an honorable mention that don't need to be mentioned, and more guns that don't need to be on camera. But that is my 2024 gun collection. Goal is to get to the range more and get some more guns. Have a few more pistols. Some you see here might not be here next year. Hopefully a few of the ARs are gone and replaced. An AR pistol would have been here before for this video for this year, but New York State, and you gotta wait to be approved. And they called me like 6 days later saying, come pick it up. I'm like, it's too late. I'm not nowhere near where I was at when that happened. But that is my collection. Show me yours. I'm loving the Black YouTube gun collection videos. When you type that in, damn, all you see is Negroes for the most part. Shout out to y'all growing and expanding in the gun community. I love that. I love that for you.